think the stew's ready?
Quiet, woman. Artist at work.
What was
You
that?
might want to stir it.
I don't stir. I work.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
A contract like that requires preparations. Costly preparations.
You want an advance? I've but a handful of orans now, though it should buy you plenty of drink and a few hours of ploughing.
I was thinking of the potions we'll need. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
Not really, it's a shithole. But plenty of folk to beat up.
Ever seen the river monster, the Karen?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
Speak up.
The monster's as big as a barn, with giant tentacles. Snatches men from boat decks and cattle off the shore. It's slimy like a snail, but fast as a thirsty vampire.
How you like that offer from the Commandant?
I'm in.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
The merchants are paying good money for killing the beast.
Coin is never the most important thing.
Maybe, but it's still pretty useful.
I don't trust her.
Sheila? Why not?
She's a powerful sorceress, dangerous to her foes, even more dangerous to her friends.
I know you don't like her. Any specific reason?
I'm just trying to warn you.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to ask her.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
I seek the elf named Cedric. Any of you know where he is?
Come with you. Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Morrill would delight in a day like this, Sir Heron. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafael.
Vafael.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Jeez, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
Why 2 swords? Does he lose them often?
You'll betray
two
no one
swords?
else, Elvin.
Does he lose them often?
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison kick-kitting us. Roderick said he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying! She led them into an ambush!
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Hit the freak! I'll have your head! I'll have your head!
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Karen attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats. See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure. The medallion again.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What else?
The Kairin's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to figure out how I want to fight the Kairin. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while?
Mm-hmm.
See you.
Fumes white too.
Cedric, I need some Ostmark. It's a rare variety of moss, grows underground.
I know it. There are some caves to the south, deep in the woods. If Ostmark grows anywhere in the area, it will be there.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household?
Here comes the Witcher. Do you agree? No.
Hey, boss. Look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy. Work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So, how can we help you, eh? So, how can we help you, eh?
Why the hell are we stacking and
Let's go
restacking
kill
this?
some monsters.
We'll wait out here.
Make it quick. A lot of blood, and I'm about to find out who it belonged to. Damn it!
How many more can there be?
Scoia'tael arrows. This is pretty clear.
Find anything in there?
2 soldiers.
What happened to them?
They're dead, riddled with arrows.
I know nothing about that.
What do you think, Witcher?
Seems like 2 soldiers wandered into the cave, maybe to drive away monsters. But just because somebody convinced them to go. I don't know how many monsters they managed to kill, but I do know who got them. Scoia'tael.
Bollocks.
Last I recall, neckers don't know how to use bows.
Hey, lads! Let's find a tree!
No! I'll tell you everything! Just don't kill me, please!
Speak.
You need to see this. You won't understand otherwise.
See ploughing what?
The bitch is lying!
We'll see. You lead.
It's an ambush! To arms! Squirrels. Thanks for the help, Witcher. Here's your orange. You're coming with us, bitch! You shouldn't have left Dimitri, stupid whore.
Death awaits you all. Curse you, Dwan.
So how's it going?
A fine mess you have here. Dwarves, steam.
Well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me.
It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Voltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Vasima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking, then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth more to me alive, but if need be, I will take you back as a corpse. You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
No need to fear those witches' tricks! I've got a total plan!
Why 2 swords? Does he lose them often?
How many more can there be?
squirrels.
Something's troubling me. Let's see. What does a bloody witcher actually eat?
Praise the goddess.
Mushrooms? Spuds? Why spuds? Come on, nearly got him! Go on, a wee bit more! Change your grip! Humans know as
Witcher, I've been awaiting you.
We need to kill a monster that sinks boats.
Afraid?
No, but I suspect we'll need to draw it onto the shore.
Leave that to me.
I can't wait. I bet it's something spectacular.
Believe it. You'll do the honors.
The honors?
Once on the riverbank, you'll kill him, her, whatever it is.
I've got everything I need. Let's go.
Excellent. Ready?
Are you wearing makeup?
We all have our rituals.
From what I know, Kayrans are colorblind.
Enough, Geralt. Time to draw the beast out of the water.
Got an ace up your sleeve?
I always do. Don't get eaten, and we'll soon both be heroes.
I hope you're right.
You descend into the lair. I'll stay on the bridge and pull it out onto the bank. Take care. It'll be extremely dangerous, even on land. We did it. Not a bad fight, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Are you all right?
The beast got me a couple of times.
I've heard you've been in more dire situations. I wonder, are the stories about you true?
What stories?
If you think I'm going to repeat some of the legends circulating about you, you're deeply mistaken.
What now?
I must harvest the most valuable ingredients while the corpse is fresh. I'd prefer to get the entire carcass to my laboratory and strip it down to the bone, but that would be a waste of power and simply too much work. I shall take only...
What have you heard about me?
a number of things.
You won't talk about them?
I've no time now. The fresher the ingredients I collect, the higher the price I'll get. Sorry.
Farewell then.
Don't forget to collect the reward.
Oh, I won't.
I tell him.
We met in Vizima, remember? I stood at the gate to the...
Job done. The Kieran's dead.
Good work. You've earned your reward.
What did he say?
Dirt on you. Then his hand inched towards his nose.
What then?
He got a bolt in the back. Too bad he turned out to be poor.
The poor ones are always uppity.
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Laredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack. A ballista! The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Don't you traipse around here.
Nothing better than a fireside
Don't you
feast.
traipse around here.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Don't you traipse around.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
So long as he can afford to tell it.
No passage!
If he were the king himself.
Sniffing around like dogs in a
What do you need, ugly?
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
I don't really care. Just get him away from the ballista.
Oh, now you've got me doubting he's your mate at all. But I'll not pry. It'll cost you double.
That's steep.
I may be a simple girl, but I know at least a few men who'd give you trouble if I told them what you've asked of me. Pay me, and it'll stay between us. I mean, no point in giving brutes and louts a good reason to perfect their skills, eh? I'll not show you so much as a tit for that. All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one? A little lad was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all.
Care for a little diversion,
Oh, you are
brave
fat,
one?
dirty, rotten scum.
I'm on duty.
Plough 'em all, plough 'em all.
Oh, come on.
Do that again.
Your comrades are well at it having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You've had your song.
Let's go.
Care for some real diversion?
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Ballista's decommissioned.
Perfect. Let's go see Laredo.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
They say witches.
Yes?
Do we wait until the Honorable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
Soldier, report to me immediately.
Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Oh, you are.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier.
Oh!
You forget who you're dealing with, Commandant.
You must think me an idiot.
I cannot help myself. You take guardsmen off the streets to guard carpets, fabrics and spices pilfered from merchants. Do you have any grasp of the responsibility that rests with you?
Don't teach an old man to piss, sorceress. I've ruled Flotsam for years.
Flotsam is ruled by a fear of Yorveth. That fear rules even you.
I've made my demands perfectly clear.
Like a crying babe deprived of its rattle. In time, Commandant, they'll hang you by the neck from a roadside tree like a regular bandit. And rightly so, for you're no better.
Your time will come too, sorceress. They'll pile kindling at your feet.
Enough. Fear has confused you. Think over what I said and give your answer before it's too late.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Didn't like him from the start.
Laredo's storing valuable gifts from the merchants right here. He may be expecting Yorvith to attack. I overheard the Commandant talking to Sheila. I couldn't pinpoint the topic of their conversation, but it seems to me he's angling for something.
We'll see what he has to say.
That's true.
You know this one. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse.
Go in. They await you.
Where are we to go? I'd hardly call this a hut.
You, sir, cannot enter. We've been ordered to let in the Witcher, but no one else.
Son of a bitch. Fine. He wants to play hard, we'll play hard.
I don't want any trouble. I'll call for support.
No need. Tell Laredo I got the message.
See you, Roach.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
No passage.
Here to see the Commandant.
We have business to discuss.
Good luck. He's in a foul mood.
Why?
We'll talk another time, and definitely elsewhere.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
The Kingslayer. That's who I want. Huge man, pretty hard to mistake.
Was it him?
Yeah, he killed Foltest. Now he's sneaking around these woods.
In that case, we'll get him too. I heard you killed the Kairan. Flotsam is grateful. Let's say that squares the crimes of your friends. They're free to go. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
Your point, Commandant?
You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorvith's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
I'll talk to Zoltan.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell.
Who's a white-haired filly? Oh? Sorry. Don't forget your blade.
Well, well. How's the Commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river.
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran ep Esnalen, Yorveth's right-hand elf, is among them?
No.
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
Let's pay him a visit.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch.
Greetings.
Your pouch and your life.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders.
I already cut a deal with you, but...
So get out of my way.
He won't tell you much. He's dying.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
Welcome.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axii sign to calm him.
Perfect.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam, on the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
We need your help. We need to speak with Yorveth.
Like hell, Dwan. I'll tell you nothing.
There's a Witcher in Yorveth's unit.
Like every Dwan. He turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit, thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Laredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorveth, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
Why does the Dwan want Yorveth dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorveth. Sees him as a thorn in his side. I don't know what Letho wants.
What does Yorveth want? Why Flotsam?
Go plough yourself.
You have to tell me. I'm on your side.
If you say so. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynplaine. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshay, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before, there is still hope.
What are you talking about, Kieran? Hope for what?
For change. For a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorvith.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avalach, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avalach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But...
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
I'll take care of this on my own. Wait for me in town.
I want to help.
I'll manage.
Uh-huh.
This won't take long. I'll ask some locals about the elven ruins, find the rose, and I'll be back.
I'll be waiting.
I changed my mind. Come with me to get the rose. I'd love your company.
All right, then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
I tell him I'm taking your pouch, or your pouch.
was that?
I think we've arrived. The cascade, the menhir. We need to take the path leading upwards.
Gardens in the middle of forests? Those elves really like to complicate things.
Stop whining. It's not far now. Cedric told me a beautiful legend about this place.
Legends are almost always beautiful, especially elven ones. The reality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, Cedric also said the site itself was something wonderful. The rose must be here somewhere.
I'll look around.
Alden and Cymoril. Cedric said Cymoril eclipsed even Francesca Findabair with her beauty, and Francesca's reputed to be the world's most beautiful woman.
Cedric drinks too much.
He really has visions, you know. He really has the gift. He could learn to control it if...
Triss.
Cymoril's Rose of Remembrance. Legend has it they wilt unless nourished with blood, and also if they're sold. But give it to someone you love, and it'll live forever.
This one's for you.
Oh, Geralt.
I want you to keep it. If there's any truth to the legend, it shouldn't wilt, even if you pluck a petal or two.
Thank you.
This is the statue, Curly. Don't mind us. Imagine the corn we'll get. I won't leave the brothel for a month.
6 weeks even.
Where does that woman get the gold for all this? I mean, her and the old man, they're buying a new house. And now these statues for the garden. Must be defraying the treasury. What's a town chancellor do anyway?
It'd be ploughing hard to move.
We'd never shift it in one piece. I know. We'll break off the legs, the heads, remove it in bits.
Break off your own head, clown.
Shut your trap, cunt.
Anne!
Kill them! Slaughter the freaks!
Watch out!
Incredible what the N-shape built before human ships ever appeared in the Pontar Delta. Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire. Looks like we're stuck. Well, there must be another way out of here. Why are you looking at me that way? Do I have something on my face? What's going on in that head of yours, Witcher?
Nothing. Sorry. We need to find another way out.
Are you all right, Geralt?
Yeah, I'm fine. We should look for that exit. Any Scoia'tael scouts in the area heard the sounds of the fighting. They won't miss that hole we dropped through either.
And here I thought I was the cautious one.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Wait, Geralt.
Hmm?
I need time to devise the spell. It could take as much as a few days. What do you plan to do while you wait?
I'm going to meet Yorvith.
Well, don't get yourself killed. That'd be pretty stupid now.
What are you getting at?
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things. We'll learn what happened to Yennefer.
And you expect me to drop everything and tell Roach, hey, it's been great, but I've got places to go and people to find?
You know, you could. I mean, you don't really owe him anything. I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in something and you won't be able to back out. Yorvith's a sly old elf. He's been fighting humans for a full century at least. This Letho is no common bandit either, and I shudder to think who put him on the warpath. It's a mire, Geralt, deep and hungry, and it could swallow you whole before you know it.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save Yennefer. I owe you that. I owe her that. I'm prepared to drop everything. The trappings of court life, politics, the regicides. I could even live at Kaer Morhen. It's up to you.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only say this once. If you want to go alone, I'll understand. And I won't try to persuade you otherwise.
I can't know what the future holds. I don't know what else is hidden in my mind. But whatever it is, whatever happens, I don't want to lose you. I'd have to be an utter fool and complete ingrate to let you go.
That's kind. Thank you. Does that mean we're leaving the regicides to Roach and tending to our own matters?
I really would like to go, but I need to clear my name. Foltest's men and bounty hunters of all kinds would never let it go. We'd be fugitives, and that's not a life I'd want for me or for you. Besides, I'd feel as if I'd given up when there was still something to do. I'd feel like I fled, and as I see it, we haven't lost yet.
Whatever your decision, I want you to know you can count on me. I need a few days to prepare the spells.
I need to talk to Zoltan about Yorvith. It's not a closed conversation. We'll talk again, but only after I've settled things with the Kingslayer.
A witcher's blade. Letho. He comes here to think.
I don't give a goat's...
Dwan! Calm, Shay. We're not looking for a fight.
Hear that, Hervian? A few words of Elder, and he thinks he can go.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
There's no need to fight. We'll leave your land in peace.
Unbelievable! Spits in your face and claims it's raining.
Shut up, Zargon. Speak, Dwan. Whose are those corpses?
They tried to take the statue. We persuaded them otherwise.
You could have said they attacked you.
Or that it was a drunken brawl.
But a Dwan killing other Dwan to protect elven statues?
I'll kill you!
I'm glad you asked me along. That was edifying.
Really? What did you learn?
You know why Eldon and Cymru resisted all and stayed together?
Why?
Because they're statues. Just statues.
Triss.
About what, new boy? Maybe we ought to try some honest work.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local Scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollowed it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Yorvith.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the Scoia'tael. And Yorvith detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Yorvith? And here I always thought him a common thug. All right. No reason to sit on our arses. Come on. You can tell me everything on the way.
Lead on, Zoltan.
Tell me, who said I have contacts with the Scoia'tael? Geralt, you coming? Get back here.
Dorito.
What a prick.
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
What? I met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals.
What about their leader?
They say Yorvith's mad, but the Scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope he'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Laredo's the bigger prick.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his angle?
Greed! King Hansel would gladly annex more land and grant Laredo privileges. Come on, we've got a long way to go. We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password? What are you playing at, Zoltan?
All right. The Scoia'tael asked me to command a unit.
No wonder Laredo wanted you hanged.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept their fucking offer.
How many more can there be?
This is it. I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
What? Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Kierkegaard!
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger. I asked you a question.
Take us to Yorvith.
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Yorvith won't talk with you.
You don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick or on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elfin cock's gone soft?
We just want to talk to Yorvith.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Yorvith know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt. I know what those elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse son with a shell on its back.
An Ericus in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us into a trap.
Tough. Let's go.
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Yorvith.
Exactly. Any ideas?
I last fought an Ericus some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you... think me a limp prick?
A lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want, fat gun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Kieran.
Kieran ep Esnillen is dead. 2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
What's your angle, Yorvith?
You wouldn't understand.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
What is your goal?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esseth Vatgern. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
Not everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The two dead kings were whoresons who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the east there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor?
It's his word against yours.
For now. Why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Kieran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
The ruins of Kelmawed. For some reason he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
We need to go.
We need a ruse. Tell Letho you've captured me and want to hand me over to him.
And you?
I'll be unarmed, hands bound. If you're not lying, his reaction will confirm it. I don't trust you, of course. My warriors will cover us if you try anything stupid.
I get it.
I don't think so. Do anything stupid and they'll tie you down on an anthill, face-coated with honey. You'll scream so loud even the storm riders will hear you.
Are you always so grandiose? We could just tell Letho to own up.
I'd fail Menhiria Tenvere.
Conquer with courage rather than strength.
Exactly. Let's go. If he's betrayed me, Letho is a dead man.
Geralt of Rivia, what's the meaning of this?
I'm here to negotiate.
Yorveth, the woodland fox, caught at last. I underestimated you.
Who are you?
You really don't remember?
I'm sick of that question.
So it's true. And here I feared that you would ruin it all. I am Letho of Gullet. I'm a Kingslayer.
Joke's over. Unbind me.
Tell me who you're working for, and the elf is yours.
We work for ourselves.
We?
The Kingslayers.
Kieran ep Esnalin told me you want to eliminate Yorveth.
Even if I do, why would you help me?
Blessed one.
Demavend, Foltest? Who else? Who the hell are you?
We've met, Geralt. Do you remember?
No.
I'll never forget it. You saved my life. White Wolf. We fought side by side. Now we'll cross blades. This wouldn't be necessary if I'd killed Yorveth first.
Surret and orcs will drown in their own blood.
Oh, I don't think so. My men will finish their task long before the Scoia'tael in the Pontar Valley realize you're dead.
Serret and Ox. Who are they?
Kingslayers the Scoia'tael are assisting in the Pontar Valley, in Upper Edirn.
I wondered what a human was doing among the Scoia'tael.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. Know the saying? The scoia'tael of my brothers in vengeance.
You killed Foltest. You'll answer for that.
You're the only one who saw it happen. You'll do the answering.
This doesn't need to end in blood. Tell me everything.
Enough of this farce! Vedrai, alle!
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
Give me my sword.
I have to kill you. Try it, but I'm no king. Such a pity we're on opposite sides. I see you still know how to fight. Why do you hound me?
They think I killed Foltest. It's your own fault for playing soldier boy.
Why would a witcher kill kings?
I'm a witcher no more. That was long ago.
So you're a legend, son. Congratulations. Should've surrendered when you could.
You fight well, but you lost.
The muscle.
One thing the wild hunt couldn't take.
A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
You really think they will all keep quiet?
Yorveth's time is running out. The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Edirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Edirn, then.
Where's Roach?
We killed a few of his men. The rest ran. Is Letho dead?
On his way to Flotsam.
How do you know?
He wants to find Triss.
Kill him. Before he contacts the others.
You shouldn't have trusted a Dwan. Let's go.
We can't go there, Geralt. The garrison.
Of course. I forgot what kind of warriors you are.
Mestere, Gwynblade. Good luck.
A storm approaches. Be wary, Witcher.
We were too good to you. Fattened yourselves on our toil.
You're killing innocents! Innocents! Geralt! And now, good. So what'll it be, innkeeper?
They killed my son. Damned elves. I want their blood for that.
These elves had nothing to do with your son's death. Don't shed their blood.
Now that you mention it, yeah, leave them be. Go home, folks.
Thank you, Gwynblade. We'd be dead if not for you.
The sooner we flee, the better.
Take care. Who opened the gates of hell?
I don't have any proof, but my coin's on Laredo. Rulers are always looking for a way to cover their mistakes and failures. And the mob always loves a circus, whether merry or bloody. This town will never be the same. A time of disdain has come.
We need to find Triss.
Last I saw her, she was on her way to meet Sheila in her rented quarters at the inn. I told Triss about the megascope Zoltan's been building.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest. Incidentally, for a big woman, the innkeeper's wife is surprisingly nimble. Come on!
Help!
I've walked into a slaughterhouse.
Death to the...
What sort of freak is that? It's that sorcerer.
Leave them alone. They've done you no harm.
Right, they're our neighbours. Let's go home, lads.
Thank you. I just about felt the bleed.
Not good.
Don't just stand there. We need to look for clues. A lot of blood. Too much. Sheila's bodyguard. His neck's broken. No wounds. So that's not his blood.
Triss enters, breaks the guard's neck, then wounds herself? That's stupid.
What a mess. Somebody had a good time in here. Trashed everything.
I don't get it. Someone else had to be here.
Dandelion, look.
What is it?
A peephole. Someone might have been spying.
The brothel's behind that wall. Maybe the madam saw what happened.
Let's go.
come back later. We're closed. They've killed one of my girls.
It's Derai, Geralt. That was her room.
What happened?
They murdered her. Yesterday, they loved her, drank wine with her, told her she's pretty. Today, 5 of them came, drunk on blood, screaming filth.
She had a client at the time?
No, she was with me. What are you looking at? I was consoling her.
I was hoping you knew what happened in the next room. I noticed a peephole. But if you were busy...
We were, until we heard voices beyond the wall. Sheila normally cast spells that blocked both sight and sound, but there was nothing like that this time. We started peeping. Me first. I saw that redhead, Tris Merigold, and Cedric, our drunkard ex-squirrel. The redhead approached the magic mirror and said, let's see who our Ice Queen's been talking to recently.
She meant Sheila.
Even I figured that out. She waved her hands, shouted an incantation, and a man appeared in the room, mighty ugly. Derai was so scared, she squealed. When I finally got Derai out of the way, a different figure was in the room, a woman Tris called Philippa.
Greetings, Philippa.
Tris, you're looking nice. Why are you using Sheila's megascope? I can't believe she approved it. That's like using her toothbrush.
Sheila's oblivious to it. What did Sheila want from you?
Isn't it obvious? 2 northern rulers have perished. We've been thinking on these developments.
Temeria is in chaos and I lost my position. There goes the effort we put into building peace. What's your intention? What has the Lodge decided? I mean, it was created to protect the interests of magic.
We'll adjust to the new order and make use of this situation.
5 years of my work wasted? The peace of Sintra hangs by a thread, and Temeria will plunge into civil war any day now. There's nothing to use. We need to find those responsible and dispense justice.
Calm down. 2 things should be partaken cold. Sorrel soup and politics. Calculate, and don't let your emotions lead you. We can't resurrect Foltest, so stop playing the Avenger. We'll proceed wisely and deliberately. We'll use the situation, understand?
At least help me clear the Witcher's name.
Tris, stop thinking with your vagina and get a hold of yourself. The Witcher will manage.
Do you think the girl...
Saskia the Dragon Slayer? Legend has it she killed a dragon.
Can she oppose Henselt's might?
It won't be easy, but she's already accomplished miracles.
So war is inevitable.
Henselt can't be reasoned with.
Why did Sheila come to Flotsam?
It's a delicate matter. We need someone at Henselt's court, but he hates sorceresses.
I know.
Henselt's only son died in a hunting accident 3 years ago. The king has failed to sire more offspring, in spite of trying incessantly. Sheila claims she can heal the king's faulty apparatus, but needs very rare ingredients.
Which she intends to harvest from the Cairn.
Exactly. This way a sorceress will have the king's ear again.
That's all I know, really.
What happened to Tris?
I don't know. I already told you about the only conversation I heard, just before those murderers came. They kicked me and stabbed Derai. But I heard fighting from the other room. The sorceress was screaming. When the murderers left, searching for other victims, I peered outside. Thought I saw Cedric sneaking through the alleys towards the forest. He was staggering.
Thank you, Margot. I owe you.
Witcher, wait. Give this to Yorveth.
A letter?
The names of Derai's killers. He'll understand.
You're spying for Yorveth?
I help him from time to time. Just give him the letter.
I'll try, but I can't promise anything. Dandelion, wait here for me. I'm going to find Cedric. Cedric's blood. I just need to follow it.
take care of yourself.
He's slowed down, getting weaker. He can't be far. The Scoia'tael are frustrated. This guy won't help me find Cedric.
Kedmill, Gwynblade. I no longer feel the pain. Always wanted to die among trees.
Cedric, what happened?
Triss asked me for help. I killed the Dwan guarding the door, and we broke in. Again, I killed a Dwan.
I know. Where's Triss?
A Witcher came in. Attacked us. I tried to protect Triss. He was fast. Too fast for me. He hit Triss before she could cast a spell. He knew how to fight a sorceress. Then he ordered her to activate the megascope. He needed to get to Edirn, near the dwarven town of Vergen. Triss said it was madness, but she didn't have the coordinates. He gave her a strange look, threatening. Better give it your best. You're going first, with me right behind you. Then I passed out. When I woke, they were gone. I knew I was dying. The forest called me.
Why, Cedric? Why did you get involved?
Why did you? Sometimes we must. Have I told you about my visions? That's why I drink. It helps. I'm safe in a mist of vodka. See nothing, feel nothing.
Cedric, calm down.
But now I see clearly. You need to regain your memory. Only then will you understand who's killing Crowned Dwan. And why.
How can I get it back?
In Edirn. In a place tainted with dark magic. Where ghosts of the fallen will fight a great battle. Save their souls, and your memory will return. What's happening? Through the forest. I feel a presence.
Come to bid you farewell.
My forest. Farewell, Gwynblade. Farewell.
Geralt, where have you been?
The Kingslayer, damn it. I almost had him.
You fled?
Teleported to Edirn.
What? How?
He forced Triss to cast the spell.
Shit.
Roach sent me to find you. We're setting off. He's learned something new.
The Scoia'tael are also up to something big.
What's Roach planning?
He went off on Laredo, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What are the Scoia'tael planning?
They want to storm the barge and they need your help.
When did you join the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
It's not like that. They're taking the prisoners to Drakenburg. A special prison for non-humans. Bloody monument to human hatred.
I'll talk to them. Maybe Roach or the Scoia'tael can finally be useful.
Vernon's waiting inside.
Roach, things have gotten a little more complicated.
What the fuck were you doing with the Scoia'tael? You gave Jorveth a sword.
You followed me?
I've got others who do that for me, Geralt. Ves, to be exact.
Jorveth and Letho had a falling out. I wanted to take advantage.
Who's Letho?
The Kingslayer.
Oh, you're sworn friends now.
Stop pissing me off. I tried everything I could to get him. If you'd trusted me, we could have captured him by now. The Kingslayer fled to Vergen in Edirn. He forced Triss to teleport them both.
Damn, he's made a mockery of us. If that's how he wants to play, I'll make him regret it.
I heard you have news for me.
Laredo has a deal with Kedwin. That merchant living in his house is Henselt's agent. For a pouch of gold, the good Commandant promised to support Kedweni troops in the event of a conflict.
So what now?
I want that spy, to squeeze him for information. And I've sentenced Commandant Laredo to death.
Roach, we have to sail. We need to get to Edirn.
I'm not leaving until I deal with Laredo. The spy may know something about the Kingslayers. I wouldn't be surprised if Henselt of Kedwin was behind all this.
All right, let's deal with this spy.
Listen very carefully. I'm not repeating this. We have two targets. The first is a Kedweni spy, Arnold Malaga. I want him alive. The other is Bernard Laredo, the trading post commander and a traitor to Temeria. We don't let his kind live. Arnold almost never leaves the residence, so we need to strike there. To get inside, we'll use Ves's unusual talents and Bernard's habits.
Stop calling him by his first name. It really rubs me the wrong way.
Whatever you wish. Laredo's house. The first floor contains guest quarters. Geralt had the opportunity to take a look. Regular patrols. Second floor, Laredo's bodyguards' quarters. They think they're the toughest warriors this side of the Yaruga, but really they're lame drowners dressed in colorful gambesons. Third floor, the Lion's Den. Here Laredo stores plundered valuables. It's where he sleeps, shits, and wanks off while staring at the statuette of a she-elf. Only the following are allowed to enter. Arnold Malaga, Laredo's mother, his cousin, and whores.
I'm not sure I still have that frog.
After making his round of the trading post, Laredo always orders 2 ladies. Ves will act as one of them. The house is a bloody fortress, but Laredo had it enlarged. The Witcher will enter through the extension. Ves will open a window for you. Once in, you'll have to improvise, Geralt, but you'll have the element of surprise. Ves can hold her own, too. Zenon and Rickard will cover you from vantage points. If things get hot, lure those horsens near the windows. I'll be in the courtyard with the rest, ready to enter in the extreme. I repeat, in the extreme. That's all. Any questions? No? Let's get to work.
Rabble. Vernon's waiting inside.
You're too early. Return after dark. Your chariot awaits, fair youth. The good spirits of this tower will guide and protect you.
I'll find you. Naughty girl, Daddy'll have to punish you.
Who the hell are you? What do you want?
The key to the upper quarters. I know you have it.
You want to free the elven girl. Your efforts are in vain. Like in Ithleen's prophecy, the seed has been planted and will soon...
Shut up and give me the key.
The key. The key. Where did I put it?
It's a trap! Look out!
You won't leave here alive!
Kill the son of a bitch! Make him die in pain! What now, Laredo? All shriveling! Quick, untie me! Geralt, we've no time to lose. She needs help. We need to... Thanks, Geralt. I heard something behind that door.
Don't leave me here. Please.
You don't look like a whore elf.
My name is Moral. What month is it?
This is no time to chat. Can you walk?
I'll not stay here any longer. Even if I must crawl out.
She won't make it through the garden, Geralt. We must leave by the front. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
So, what month is it?
Lammas.
Autumn's begun. When they kidnapped me, it was snowing.
And the child's father is...
This child has only a mother. When I realized I was pregnant, I can't make it. I think I...
Damn! Her water broke. Geralt, change of plans.
But...
Back to the tower. I need a clean bed, hot water, and some time. We can't be disturbed. Go get help!
Warning! Intruder in the tower! Attack!
Geralt, I see we're in time.
Where have you been, Roach?
A little problem along the way.
defeated by a Duan. I must be getting old. What now?
Consider yourself lucky. Though you deserve torture, I lack the means, so I'll simply lop off your head. You'll die a warrior's death.
I don't regret a thing.
Impending death has addled your mind.
I don't regret that it's you. After so many years, it would be stupid to die from an accidental bolt in the eye. Or worse yet, influenza.
Damn! Lucky again, your archers approach. I defeated you once, Jorvin, and I can do it again. Remember that.
We shall see about that, friend. We shall see.
The horseman ran away, but I'm sure he'll show up again.
Bloody non-humans.
Enough of Jorveth. What's with Laredo and where's Ves?
Laredo's dead. I saved Ves. Barely.
What happened?
Your plan was hardly the most.
A boy, Geralt! A healthy boy!
Whose child is that?
Morals.
Whose?
We found an elf woman Laredo kidnapped almost a year ago. He was the father.
I'd never touch a she-elf.
Enough! We don't have time for that. The ship's waiting.
Why did you do it? Why? Don't touch me!
I hate this town.
Prepare the boat. We sail immediately.
What about the kid?
It's not coming with us. And who in this hellhole will take in a half-breed?
Saharim. Take it to Saharim in Lobenden. And make sure to tell him it's Moral's child.
It must have been a massacre! Bones everywhere! How in the world did Glevissig harness so much of the power?
Do you always get so excited at the sight of skulls, Death Mode?
Scoff all you want, I speak of magic! The kind of spells that win wars. Thousands incinerated in seconds! Ah! Power, destruction, annihilation!
Yes, after which Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake, and the Pontar Valley remains within Edern's borders.
Edern is a carcass. Still showing life signs, but the realm's days are numbered. No peasant revolt can change that.
You're wrong, Deathmold. This country lives. I can feel it. Like an old wounded bear covered in scars, hounds all round it, but still strong. Still deadly. This will be a good war.
But sire, the Lithuanian barons won't dare stand against you. You shall see that shortly. I've prepared everything.
Sire!
Long live the king!
Baron Fellet has forever hinted that he's glad the change is coming.
Kedwen!
Fellows is
Always and
unparalleled
forever!
scum.
The other nobles are panic-stricken at the very thought of Saskia with her peasants and non-human rebels. They are unprepared to fight and know it very well.
And Demiven's cub? Has he named his price?
Prince Stennis has yet to respond, but Fellet has assured me.
I must see him. Look into his eyes. I'll know what he's made of then.
We most humbly greet His Majesty Henselt, King of Kedwen, heir to the dynasty of the Unicorn, Lord of Ard Carreg, Archduke of Banard, and Vanquisher of Nilfgaard.
Welcome to Edirn.
How much do you want?
Your Majesty surely jests.
I couldn't be more serious. How much for your signatures?
100,000 Novigrad crowns, we thought, to each of us, and the titles of Marquis.
Oh.
We speak of Upper Edirn, of coal and silver mines, numerous factories, the sole white marble quarry this side of the Yaruga, and the North's main east-west trade route.
We speak of Lawmark. I advise you to adopt the new nomenclature.
In exchange, we shall swear fealty and acknowledge your majesty as sovereign of these lands.
You'll receive 50,000 apiece and no additional titles. Also, you'll provide guides and supplies to my army. My men will install themselves in your castles. Your armed men will gather under Sorcerer Deathmold's command and will set out to quell the peasant rebellion.
Sire, the common folk will hate. They simply won't understand.
Yes, Fellet, they will hate you, but at least this way you'll live. Comfortably, I might add. Refuse and die, by my hand, or that of Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Sire, we accept your conditions.
Deathmold, the scroll.
Sire, there is yet the matter of Prince Stennis and his rights to these lands. So long as he lives, so long as the prince lives, he'll force his claims.
Then kill him, Fellet.
Sire, I'm no warrior.
In that case, shut up and sign.
Sire, the Dragon Slayer approaches, white flag in hand.
Excellent. Let her pass.
What are you waiting for? Pick up those quills and sign.
Just out of curiosity, what does Upper Edirn sell for these days?
50,000. How much would you have demanded, lass?
King, command your vulture to shut his beak before I thrust his cockerel up his arse and twist so hard he'll crow until noon reverts to morning.
Sire, you must have her restrained.
Shut up, Deathmold. I've rather taken a liking to this Saskia. Say your piece, woman.
King, withdraw your army, recognize Upper Edirn's sovereignty and your persecution of non-humans, and give them leave to quit your realm. Do this and save yourself and your army.
You have balls, woman, but what would I gain? My soldiers would call me a coward. I am Henselt of Ard Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even if she be a dragon slayer.
I see one other solution. You and I, King, here and now, before these folk and the gods, I challenge you. As in the old days, when the Honourable ruled this world, Upper Eden to the victor!
The lass has gone mad. To challenge a king.
Sire, this is absurd. We shall crush them in battle. They say the lass has slain a dragon. She could be dangerous.
Precisely why she makes a worthy foe. Don't disappoint me, Dragon Slayer. Please show me how it's done. Begin!
Facing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Henselt of Ard Caraig, King of Kedwin, Sovereign of Caingorn and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn. And Saskia, the wench who killed a dragon. The victor shall take Lormark. May the gods settle this. Begin!
Draw your sword!
Stop! Stop in the name of Kriv, Freyr and Militale!
Hey, halt!
What's with you, Zivik? Booze Major Batty? Don't you recognize me?
I'll be ploughed and damned. Why the hell did you bring him here, Roach?
He's a witcher.
I know who the whoreson is. Ploughing Kingslayer at the gate of a king's camp? Why, he's not even bound.
Easy, lads. The witcher's no murderer, I'll vouch for that. As for kings, well, I desperately need to see yours.
You're in for a wait then, Mr. Special Mission Knight. Don't move, mutant! One of you go get the sergeant, and while you're at it, fetch a solid piece of rope to bind the freak.
Come on, Zivik, no need for that. Where'd you say the king was?
Out in the fields somewhere, negotiating. Hey, Kingslayer, drop your weapons, or do I need to pack a bolt up your arse? Don't move! Don't even twitch, mutant! Hands where I can see him! Shoot! Smash the freak!
What the fuck?
my soldiers! It's Sabrina's curse!
Edirnians are here as well.
My sights later. We have to go on.
I must focus enough power for the spell!
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go? It's an eclipse. Somebody count the stars. We have to back. Spectres are only susceptible to silvering spells.
I'll try to disperse the fog.
Nevesic's curse! She's out to kill me!
Stay close to me, sire. It's not far now. Let's hope so.
It's Prince Dennis. He lives.
be. The fog is dissipating and we're near its end.
Deathmold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took fall tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I'd hoped for a calm little war.
Know where I might wet my throat around here?
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
He did not kill Foltest or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You've got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then. Our armourer. Busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time. Ah, we're here at last. The canteen, the most important place in the camp. If you ever get bored, you should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Get a hold of yourselves, soldier.
Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you, the king's orders.
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
Piss off out of here. You're talking to an elder, so show a little respect, you prick licker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The spectres haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper, curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing, a spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre. But you should know a witcher's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
No talking to the prisoner! No talking to the prisoner! What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
No chance! I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now. How'd you do? What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet, but he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive. He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was. As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A Witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the raid.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at surviving as you. I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. I'll say it again. Impressive. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
They could also be relevant to the Empire's security. You'll learn nothing from me.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
Maybe she's involved, maybe she's not. Triss has her friends and I have mine.
Undoubtedly. Wandering poets, dwarves with terrorist contacts, and special forces agents.
It's certainly true you diplomats are experts at gathering information.
How else would we negotiate effectively? Learning all there is to learn about other countries is a necessity. Nevertheless, I thank you for your information. Is there anything else?
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest. Do you know who did?
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarnseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
I'm willing to try.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
My son was killed during a hunt.
Anything strange or unnatural occur at the time?
A rabid boar ripped open his femoral artery. I witnessed it. An accident, nothing more.
The curse was activated today. I need to know why.
As we negotiated, a fight broke out. I killed a priest of Creve. Perhaps that.
Maybe. The curse was cast 3 years.
My son was killed. A rabid.
The curse.
As we.
Maybe. What did you.
1 year. It raged until evening when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Greetings, Geralt.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
A sorceress like you must know bundles about paranormal phenomena.
Any mage's knowledge has little to do with superstitions.
The Wild Hunt's no superstition.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
Look at that, boys.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful. I feel we shall become great friends.
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get to work.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood, best done at midnight surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I've all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
I'm not going to waste my time reading. Tell me the important bits.
No need to be ashamed, Geralt. In these times, few get the opportunity to learn the arts of reading and writing. Illiteracy is...
I can read, mage. Time's a-wasting. Are you going to start helping me?
The effects and phenomena generated by a 4th level blood curse require an immense amount of the power. The eclipse, the death of a dynasty, the battle of spectres. No sorcerer, no living being can summon such levels of energy. It's quite simply impossible.
But some clever mages discovered how to make possible the impossible. Since then, the world has lived in fear of your curses. Genius. What did you discover?
A prophecy that initiates a blood curse is simply a spell that binds the power. It should be cast at a site possessing the appropriate accumulation characteristics. A battlefield is perfect. Blood-soaked ground, defined boundaries, a symbolic dimension. When the caster utters the words of the prophecy, the curse begins to accumulate the power. For the last 3 years, day after day, month after month, the initiating curse has been gathering the power, drawing it from the elements of fire, earth, air, and water. The energy thus accumulated could move the stars. Enter the activator, one of the prophesied events possessing its own symbolic dimension. It releases the accumulated energy for use by the curse proper. Ordinarily, the curse cannot utilize all the built-up power, which must be released in some way, so one gets side effects, like solar eclipses.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodolega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Look what the cat dragged in.